how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's get started. A new day is born on the planet of the youngest Hakaishin of Universe 6 and 7. And as usual, Korn was already up before the sun was already sovereign in the sky. He flew to an open field beside his palace and awaited for Vados to appear. She soon appeared without much delay, so that they could start their training. So, what will be my first stage of my training as a destroyer be like? Asks Korn, a little anxious. I don't know if I'm making a mistake, but I'm wearing my usual clothes. I think I'm more comfortable training than dressed as a Kaioshin. Don't worry. The clothing of a god of destruction can only be required in specific meetings with other Hakaishins or in front of Lord Zeno. But here you can dress as you fit, Lord Korn, explains Vados slowly. Now, first of all, let's see how well you can access your energy of destruction within you. Explain to me how I do this? The energy of destruction, as the name implies, is based on the strong emotions behind it. Usually when people are destructive, they feel anger, contempt, sadness, or other things. It's hard at first, but with the time, and lots of training, of course, you'll get all that energy. Continues to explain Vados, reaching for her staff. It's time to start your training, and now, I will explain how I train my students. I train them through mental images. I'll take you to a dimension other than this one, and I'll create images to attack you. And if you succeed, your power will increase even more. Okay, I am ready. Korn says in readiness. Vados extends her staff towards Korn, where he is simultaneously taken to another dimension, a place where there is nothing but emptiness. When suddenly she hears laughter and sounds that Korn cannot identify, he was already on guard, waiting for any attack. Whis again went to Earth and brought Son Goku and Vegeta with him for his training. Until then, something common that they had been doing for many years. But now with a difference. Mr. Beerus would also do his training and wait for them to arrive. Hi, Mr. Beerus! How are you? Goku says as soon as he notices Beerus' presence. But he doesn't answer anything. He just looks at him with disdain. Listen up, boys! From now on, you are going to start a different training. Because from now on, Mr. Beerus will be part of our training. Whis says excitedly. What? Will Mr. Beerus train with us? Said Goku, surprised. Yes. Now we're going to move on to the next phase of our training. Not that you have now trained your Gata to a level of Akaishin, but we'll face even more severe challenges going forward. About time, says Vegeta, ready to start his training. What change will it be, Mr. Beerus? Don't tell me the reason for this must be the new god of destruction, the Saiyan god. Goku says with a crooked smile. Shut up, asshole, if you don't get spanked out of this planet! Beerus has trouble, but the reality was this. Beerus knew he would have to prepare himself to face the power of the new Hakaishin, Korn. I'm sorry, Mr. Beerus. My bad. That Goku apologizing. Well then, get ready, and let's begin our training. Now it'll be for real. Whis says immediately with the agreement of his 3 students. Korn concentrated as Vados would ask, and quickly his being recognized every place in this other dimension. Something like a wide arena and an immense void surrounding it. The arena made for the battle of the universes in the Tournament of Power. Vados reproduced the same place. Korn put himself on guard and expected at any moment to receive an attack. Suddenly, the figure of the 4 strongest Hakaishin of the 12 universe, Arak of Universe 5, Gin of Universe 12, Beerus of Universe 7, and Belmont of Universe 11 appear, all ready to test how strong the new god of destruction is. So this is the new god of destruction. Many have expectations of him, but I don't see much. Says Belmont, laughing. You're right, Belmont. He looks weak and scared to me. I think Daishikan made a big mistake replacing Champa with this one. As Arak, belittling Korn. Hey, Beerus, I know you want the pleasure of having revenge for your brother Champa, but can I be the first to defeat this worm? Gin proposed with a wide smile. Make yourself at home. Beerus says, crossing his arms. You're underestimating me. I'm the new Hakaishin, and I'm going to show that I'm strong as you are. Says Korn, ready to attack his opponents. Very well, rookie.
Here I go.
Gin says in a swoop and closed fists, ready to hit Korn, but he managed to defend himself and the impact was surprising, forcing him to go backwards. The two began to deliver kicks and punches, wanting to hit each other, but both were formidable at fast.
You are good, young man, but I don't know how long it will last.
Gin says, laughing.
Come on, I'm just warming up.
Korn replies with a sarcastic smile, but at the same time, Beerus appears by surprise and tries to hit him with a kick to the head that forces him to defend himself from the blow with his right arm.
Very good. Let's have fun then.
Says Korn excitedly.
And there we go.
Says Belmont, accompanied by Arak, who decided to attack him too. Simultaneously, Korn is attacked by the four gods, forcing him to try even harder. This was what Vados intended from the beginning, trying hard enough to release his energy of destruction once and for all. Korn tries to attack his opponents but fails, leaving him vulnerable to several strong blows, forcing him to fall to the ground violently.
I have to do something! I don't want to lose to them!
Says Korn, recomposing himself before the mocking laughter of his opponents.
Come on! Are you not powerful? Don't embarrass me and show that you are worthy of being the Hakaishin of my universe!
Beerus speaks in a sarcastic tone to annoy him. Korn puts himself in a position to attack once more, and with a shout he releases an impressible ki and goes over the gods who were waiting for his attack and thus began to fight each other. But he had no success in releasing his divine energy, unfortunately. Korn fought with only his own energy and ki. Despite being powerful than the other gods, Korn was no match for the four strongest Hakaishin until he received a ball of energy thrown by Arak that seemed to have broken all his bones and knocked him away. Gin, in an impressive movement, holds his left leg and starts to spin and launches him to the top where he couldn't dodge Belmont's attack, hitting him full in the stomach. If he was an ordinary person, he would have died right there and then. Korn is thrown to the ground with great violence. With a lot of pain, he tried to get up, but before he could get up again, Beerus with a purple ball of power in his right hand approaches Korn with a wide smile.
You don't deserve to be a Hakaishin. Die now, you useless Hakai!
The energy hits Korn without being able to defend himself. Suddenly, the environment changes, and he was back on his planet next to Vados.
Damn it! I haven't succeeded yet! I must try again. I will try again!
Says Korn with both hands on the ground, recovering from the extreme fight he had just faced. I've seen all your struggles, Mr. Korn, and all your attempts to invoke your energy of destruction, but you didn't come close to obtaining it. Vados' comments immediately identify where Hakaishin went wrong. You're not accessing your other sources of energy from a god of destruction. You just use your own energy. Despite being a great power, it does not reach the levels of the strongest Hakaishins.
They weren't really fighting, were they?
Asks Korn, getting up after recovering from the blows he suffered from the other dimension. You may say that they weren't even trying. But I will teach you a meditation that will help you to concentrate and everything will be simpler.
If this will help, then I'm ready.
Accepted Korn immediately. Then follow me and sit across from me. Says Vados sitting on the floor in a meditation position. Korn did the same and sat down across from Vados, who extended both hands towards your head. I want you to close your eyes and concentrate on the place where your energy is usually concentrated within you. Apparently you won't see anything, but if you try hard enough in your energy center, you will find faint dark energy. Korn closes his eyes and begins his meditation and begins to travel in his own thoughts. And again finds himself in a different place, now in a dense forest. Where a distant light catches his eye, he flies quickly to where the light was, then find his power source. That is your natural energy. Now seek and find your divine energy. Vados speaks in his heart. Korn then continues his path through the forest of himself, in search of his divine energy. he was willing to find her and thus be able to reach the new limits of his power as a god of destruction. To be continued. So hey, what do you believe and what do you imagine about all of that? Regardless of what it is more than important that you comment here and so we can discuss it right there. Click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.